So, since I've joined the FIFO industry 2.5 years ago, I started. What have I done with my money? Like, where has my money gone? What have I done with it? So, we'll start off with pretty much since I've started. I've done a little bit of traveling, not a crazy amount, so I can't really put that there, but I've done a little bit of traveling. I've invested a lot of money into crypto, also a bit of money into stocks as well. So those two investments that I've kind of invested into over the last 2.5 years, which has been great. I've gotten great returns. Market's down a bit at the moment, but that's life. We just get on with it. Also, I have invested into property. So managed to get a property back in New Zealand. So that's where some of the money's gone, which is great as well. That's another massive achievement on my behalf, which I'm super grateful for. And I was able to do that with the help of some family. Instead of going in on my own, I've gone in with my family member, and we're absolutely stoked with that. So, which I think was a smart move. Dealing with those things on your own could be a bit tricky, especially when I'm running a business and I'm trying to do all the social media stuff as well. I kind of had my focus elsewhere. So thankfully that kind of pulled through. Also, a lot of my money went to skills and training and upgrading my tickets, my work experience and everything. So I was able to work offshore. I was able to work in oil and gas, all over Australia on the docks, all sorts of stuff. So I'm kind of grateful that I invested a lot of that money into my tickets and experience and stuff. So I always have a really good job to fall back on if I need it. Now my whole focus is to obviously work on my content and FIFO Australia, the business, and that is also where a lot of my money's went to as well, is the business, FIFO Australia. So I've invested a lot of money into that, and we've been working out really well. I'm super happy with the team and everything we've worked towards. I'm super grateful, and we're only just getting started too. We're on the roll, and so with the content side of things, I've invested a lot of money into cameras and equipment as well. So got a lot of cameras, got drones, got my computers sorted. Made my room nice, and had everything laid out. So I got a really nice setup at home, which is pretty cool, like computers and everything and all the stuff I need, cameras, the whole lot. So that is where a lot of my money has went over the last 2.5 years, and I feel like I've invested a lot of my money in the right places. I haven't done a lot of drinking or going out or been silly with my money and spending it on stupid cars and whatnot. I literally have a Camry. I cruise around in a Camry 2012, and I'm happy with that, and I'm going to rock that till the wheels fall off. There's no need for me to get a $100,000 car. I decided to get the house first, get the investments, get all of those things first. The car can come later, so I'm not too worried about that. Definitely just rock the Camry for now. And so a lot of my money has went into the right places, and I'm super happy for that. 2.5 years of making FIFO money is absolutely insane, even though a couple of those years I haven't worked throughout the whole year. Like, I've had a little bit of breaks here and there, which has been great as well. FIFO allows you to do that, which is awesome. So mind you, I haven't been earning for 2.5 years like flat out, so I've had a lot of time off as well. But I've still earned very good money, and I'm happy with it. And yeah, that's kind of what I've done with all my FIFO money over the last few years. And I'd say all up, with the FIFO money, probably in the last 2.5 years, looking at maybe rough estimate 350 to 450 made before tax. So somewhere around that ballpark in the last 2.5 years, which to me is wild, insane. You would not be able to earn that money back in New Zealand. I am paying very high tax, depending how the tax brackets work. So tax brackets over here aren't super crazy. After I get they're high, but I'm happy to pay those taxes because I live in good communities. I'm living in a society that is pretty well developed. The public transport and everything's pretty good. I'm not too fussed about it, so I'm paying my fair share in taxes for the lifestyle that I'm living now, and I'm grateful for that. So, but yeah, that's where I've spent all my money and where all my money has gone over the years. I figured I'd make this video, to make sure people know I'm not spending my money, crazy and doing stupid things. Investing a lot of my money. I'm not buying a crazy car just yet. Definitely invested in the right places. Also, spend a lot of money on tattoos. So thankfully I have a plug. I don't need to spend crazy money on tattoos, which I'm grateful for. So that's why I'm utilizing that opportunity while it's here, rather than, you know, going to the shop all the time and whatnot. That's also another place where I've been spending my money, but that's my little, you know, you deserve it to myself, for all the hard work I've done over the last few years, which I'm super grateful for. Over the next few years though, I'm definitely gonna spend a little bit more money, enjoy myself. Like, I've got good investments and I'm going to keep rolling those investments as well, making sure that I am investing throughout the year, but also enjoying myself a bit more, because the last 3 years I've absolutely locked in. Everything's worked out really well and I'm happy where I'm at, and it's just the start. So yeah.